Simeon. This is Yuta Bantu Rhythms. The topic today is regarding the popular Kangol headgear, particularly the beret. The name of this company is intriguing as it correlates to the scriptures. How so? Let's look into it and some of its correlations. So 1 Corinthians 11:3 says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, or Christu, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God," or in Zambia Kangol. That's the wording in Kangol. The focal point in this verse is the divine order of covering, that Christ or Christu is the covering of the man. Okay, so next, this image is one of the few I found on Pixabay, a website that provides free-for-use images. Here's a depiction of a gorilla dressed in military attire with a beret. Gorillas and monkeys are located in Central Africa. A brief Google search and query states that the DRC is unique as the only country holding all three African great apes: the mountain gorillas, eastern lowland gorillas, and bonobos, along with the chimpanzee. Now, with this considered, I ponder if there is a coded message regarding the true location of the King of Kings, our Messiah. Here's a snippet from Messiah Revelation Ministry channel. He had a dream about the Messiah being dressed in military regalia. You can visit his channel to watch the entire clip.
In the world that the Exodus, the second Exodus talks about. So if I saw only black people in this vision, don't be surprised, because Deuteronomy chapter 28 is about the children of Jacob, most of them black, who were taken into slavery against their will in fulfillment of the prophecy in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64 and verse 68. So in this vision that I had on December 23rd, 2021, all the people in the vision were black, and they were guarded by a soldier. What is striking is that the person who was guarding them was a soldier. He was only one person. The question is, when you have a multitude, why wouldn't have so many soldiers guarding them? In an African context, you have so many soldiers, and when there are a lot of people, you have so many soldiers. But in this case, there was only one soldier. He was dressed in a military uniform to guide these people. And I believe that it is very, very prophetic. Why do I say that? I say that because in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11, it's prophesied that the root of Jesse, who is the lion of the tribe of Judah, he will be the person to do the regathering of the scattered of Jacob. One person. And so the one person that I saw in this vision, a soldier, represents the lion of the tribe of Judah. He in his military regalia, military uniform. He is coming. The Messiah is coming in a military form, well dressed, and is coming to conquer his enemies. He's going to do the regathering.
Next, we have the creator of the Kangol headgear, Jacques Spray-Regan, a Polish-Jewish entrepreneur who founded the Kangol brand in 1938. However, his endeavor into the beret headwear began in 1918. You see how it says the beginning, the beret, next to the year 1918? Well, there may be irony here. The year 1918 is intriguing because the African prophet Simon Toko was born in Angola, Africa, February 24th, 1918. Was Cain. What's the purpose of blackface and the mocking of the Bantu people as monkeys and apes? A psychological power play, like a deck of cards, an ace. Why did they call the black people spades? who was the power of the attorney in the court cases. Looking to the Messianic age, the Messiah came riding on a donkey. Humiliation versus humility, that is to say, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, then the Almighty will hear from heaven and say, Kutu Lama, Athens Abe, Kutu Lama, restore, time of 42, thou art my strong refuge. Restore. The word beret and the Hebrew word bereshit includes the same letters. Is there a correlation here? Usually I find that words have correlations when using the same letters, even with contrasting different languages. A beret is a soft-fitted head cap. The word bereshit means in the beginning in Hebrew. Specifically, according to the Google inquiry, reshit means beginning or head. Genesis 1:1 states, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is a key verse here in context to the topic. So the Kangol beret headgear may associate with the word beginning. Let's continue. So the Latin word for beret is boina. Now the word for good in Latin is bueno or bien. These words are very similar in letters and share the root letters BN. I think there is a correlation. Let's continue. I found a key Congo dictionary online that provides the word bayeni, which means truth. So juxtaposing this word with the Latin words bien and bueno, there appears to be correlations of the word truth and good. Now Luke 18:19 states, and Jesus or Fumu Yisu said unto him, why callest thou me good? None is good save one, that is God. Let's juxtapose this verse, John 14:9, that states, and Fumu Yisu saith unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, show us the Father? So with understanding, there's an important dynamic to the father-to-son relationship. And the Father gives good gifts to his children that ask him. The Messiah is a good gift of the Father above, referenced in John 3:16. Okay, next, the Kangol caps were influential in the hip-hop genre in the 80s and 90s, and continue to be worn by musicians and other entertainers, such as Samuel Jackson today. This Google inquiry specifically mentions the word cornerstone of urban fashion. So we see how the Kangol company became associated largely to African American culture. Here's a nugget hidden in the Strong's Concordance. The word niggas, niggas, is derived from Strong's H5065 for nagas. It means to be heavily oppressed in this context. The specific occurrence of niggas correlates to Isaiah 53:7, stating, he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before the shearers is dumb. So he openeth not his mouth. The Tokoist church believes this pertains to the Bantu prophet Simeon Toko or Simon Toko. And you see how the word niggas links here, but also became an urban slang word in the ghettos of the world, in places where Yisraeli or Israel, the Bantu people, were scattered to due to their rebellion. Now, upon searching the meaning of the wearing of the Kangol cap backwards, the Google response says it means rebellion. Now, rappers and actors popularized the backwards wearing of the cap, such as Samuel Jackson and various rappers. You should connect this with the rebellion of the Israelites or Yisraeli in the scriptures, and that can be a homework assignment. So now we ought to consider these things. The word Kangol connects to the word Congo in Angola. Good is bien or bueno in Latin. Truth is beini in Kikongo. A beret is a cap or a head covering. The words beret and bereshit together suggest head in the beginning. Okay? Let's continue. A definition of victim is a living person or animal sacrificed in a religious rite. So this correlates to the Messiah. Isaiah 53:5 mentions how the Messiah was wounded for our transgressions and bruised for our iniquities. But with his stripes we are healed. Praise the Most High. The Malagasy or Madagascar words for victim are mangsa or traboina. Immediately one can glean the word boina here in respect to the Latin word. So there may be another connection to truth, good, and the word victim. In addition, the word for blood sacrifice in Kikongo is manga or minga, which seems very similar to mangsa. So with all considered, these words relate to truth, goodness, victim, and blood sacrifice. All of these things pertains to our Savior in the Bible. All of these words correlate to the Kangol headgear, as Kuswa Congo is the name of the Messiah in Kikongo. It means the anointed king. Let's continue. Here's a picture of the Obamas with the British crown. Michelle Obama is missing a hat. I wonder why. Job 26:6 states, "Hell is naked before the Almighty, and destruction hath no covering." So with that said, are they alluding to the identity of President Obama when considering this verse? Let's continue. The Caucasian rapper Eminem has become associated with wearing Kangol caps. Why? Eminem is coded for two-letter M's, or M and M. The letter M turned sideways resembles the number 3, so MM can denote 33. That number is coded. MM can denote the kingdom of darkness or righteousness depending on context. The rapper here is likely associating it with the 33-degree Masons, which would make the Kangol cap an attempted mockery of the true king of our salvation. In 2024, Eminem showed up to a rally for Kamala Harris and Obama. He raps his famous song, "Lose Yourself," but with understanding, we don't want to lose ourselves in the world for vanity. The final slide is a clip of a man that goes by the name Pastor Mello. I think he belongs to the Tokoist church. He reveals the hidden signature of the Most High Yahweh Congo in correlation to the coding I just mentioned.
We see that there are two letters on both hands. The letters in question are M and M. And this is also a proof that the Bantu languages, Bantu idioms, are original languages of the humanity, because in Kikongo and in the linguistic area, in the Bantu linguistic area, M and M mean Mwana Muntu, the title chosen by the Messiah to designate himself as the author of mankind. Mwana Muntu means son of man. And you can try this exercise with other languages, for example, European languages, and we'll see that they don't add up to the demonstration. In English, for example, Son of Man is, Son of Man. It's S, the initials are S, M. In French, it is Fils de l'Homme. The initials are F and H. In Spanish, it's Hijo del Hombre. And the initials are H and H. In Portuguese, it is Filho do Homem. The initials are F and H. And the top is the Yiddish Hebrew language, where Son of Man is said Ben Adam. Ben Adam, the initials are B and A. So you can see that they don't match at all. It's only with Bantu idioms that we have the signature of the Most High, the signature of the Messiah.
That's it for this edition, and thanks for tuning in. Salama.